Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your general reading. This is a reading for the month of October. So I hope you're doing well, Taurus. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Shamla Tan. I'm a spiritual teacher and intuitive therapist, and I do use the cards sometimes in my therapy work. And of course, I also offer tarot reading one-on-one. So if you're interested to book a session, you can do so. The sessions are done via Zoom. And if you would like to book a session, you can go to the link below this video. Go check it out. Instructions are there. So we're doing this 5-card spread for the month of October. I'm going to ask certain questions with regards to these 5-card placements. And before we do that, we want to pick 2 oracle cards from Spirit and from 2 oracle decks, 2 different ones. So this one is the first one. And we have here 1. And the second one, I'm going to place it here. Okay. And we will have another deck of tarot. This will be for more information or for clarifying. So let's see, Taurus, for you in the month of October, what is the challenge? And here we have Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords is about focus. So I feel like the month of October is asking you to be much more focused in what you are about to do, whether career or your personal life, right? So there is a need for you to be much more assertive. And let's see, do we have more information? For some of you, I feel, right, the energy I'm picking up is that you have been quite forceful of late. So that might cause you a little bit of problem. So you are, the other end of the spectrum where you might have been a bit too forceful, a bit too assertive that may be causing problems in a workspace or in your personal relationships. Let's see. We have Hermit. Hermit is about taking time to being alone, right? And to withdraw a little bit, do a little bit of soul searching about this kind of energy you're using, whether you're using enough or not enough in your life, and how is that impacting your relationships with other people. And then you will find that you have 2 major arcana here. So the big energy sweeping through here for the month of October with regards to the use of energies of forcefulness and assertiveness. So there will be some endings to certain relationships. What I'm picking up a lot is about relationships with people. So it could be relationships, your personal relationships. It could be people that you work with, right, in a workspace. But it boils down to how you are using the energies of assertiveness and forcefulness. Maybe in some situations you're using too much of it. In certain situations you're not focused enough. And in other places where there is too much of it, right? And it's almost like it has reached its boiling point, So it's interesting that this is coming up. And I feel for some of you, it could be also the energies of stubbornness, not just about assertiveness or forcefulness or about focus, but the energies of stubbornness may come up, and you are really asked to do some soul searching with regards to this and how it has impacted your relationships past and present. And you might bring an end to certain connections that you have had, or you could be bringing an end to something that you have been hanging on really tightly. Okay, something to think about here. Okay, Taurus, let's look at card number 2 would be positive energies you can embrace. You are highly encouraged to spend more time in meditation, to develop an emotional calmness, to allow yourself to develop the art of diplomacy even. Let's see. Yeah, and lean into energies of strength. And this would include unconditional love, right? Be much more open to have the inner stillness, the very calm King of Cups, inner stillness and inner strength. So, focus, assertiveness doesn't have to be an outside forceful kind of energy. It can be an internal strength that you can embrace. Wow, this reading is interesting, Taurus. I feel like this has a lot to do with personal growth and development more than anything else. Yeah. And so you will also have to make a decision about some things in your life and weighing the priority. You seem to have multiple priorities going on, so you do need to make a decision about something that will come up. And I feel that if you make this decision with a positive mindset, it's going to give you positive results. It's going to lead you to the right path. It's going to lead you to the right place. But the mindset is very important, right? How you are making this decision is important. If you're making this decision from a position of fear, then it's not going to give you what you need. It's not going to give you what will serve your highest purpose. All right, keep that in mind. Now, look at card number 3 will be negative energies that you may need to negotiate. Wow, you have the Sun. So this is telling us that you may not necessarily be encountering any negative energies outside of you because you have the Sun. You have the Sun shining in your favor. It's gonna, it's almost like the universe has your back. The biggest negative energies in which you need to negotiate is within self, not outside of self. The Sun is telling us this, right? It's going to shine so much light that the shadow is going to come up, and it's your own shadow that you need to address. Now, let's see. What other information do we have for Taurus with regards to this third position about negative energies you need to negotiate? Now, Taurus, I also want to encourage you to check out my other channel called Musings from the Past, Present, and Future. In that channel, I do educational videos and I talk about shadow work. I feel like this is a time in which you may need to learn more about that. So go check out my other channel, right? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Again, this is not a negative energy, even though this is a negative position. What this is telling us is that you have, okay, firstly, you have the Sun shining at you, right? And it is in your favor. So what you need to learn really is to have that stoic kind of perspective, right? And to be pragmatic, to be reliable, to be committed to what you stand for, but not in a forceful way, in a calm, in a heart-opening kind of way, where you know how to also deliver strength in a soft way. I feel like there's a big change coming up, right? We have the change card here, which is the world is about the end of one cycle. I feel like you're entering a next phase of growth where you are learning how to harness the energies of the heart, softening. There's a need to soften the strength, not to be so forceful, not to be so hard. The hardness, the stubbornness from that, right? It's not working in your favor. There's a time for that, but it's no longer the time for that. There's a certain level of maturity, emotional maturity that is needed for you at this point, okay? So let's see, can we have more information? Yeah, so we have here the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is addressing, right, the need for a sense of emotional stability. And this is about alignment and happiness and harmony as well in your relationship with self and with family, right? So if there are struggles in that area, you do need to work. As I've said earlier on, this reading is almost telling us that the negativity that you are experiencing is not going to come from outside of self because you have the Sun shining. The negativity is within self. So it's very important that you learn to look at the shadow side of self and then see how you can bring a renewed sense of perspective into your relationships with people, with friends, with family, and bring that energy of harmony and happiness and divine love, right, back into your life. Okay, now let's look at card number 4. What do you need to make time for? And we have here the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is about resilience. So I feel it's also about learning to have clearer boundaries in a soft way, not in a forceful way. Let's see how you can establish clearer boundaries. And we have King of Cups again. So King of Cups have come up twice for you. It's, it's really an energy where you are encouraged to be compassionate, but not in a soft way. I mean, I wouldn't say soft way, not in a wishy-washy way. That would be the right word, right? To be compassionate from a position of stability, to be compassionate and emotionally stable in a evolved way. It's almost like an up leveling, right? And not to be, it's about emotional maturity. So I feel like this reading is also asking you, telling you that it's time for evolution, it's time to evolve, it's time to grow up, it's time to mature, it's time to take your personal development to the next level. Okay, let's see what else does Taurus need to know. And we have here the Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords is about focus. It's about being courageous. Didn't we have the Knight of Swords? Yep, we have the Knight of Swords here, right? Same thing. The energy that's coming up, again, reminder that are you using energy of forcefulness, assertiveness in a good way, or are you using it to control? It's time, to really evaluate. And I feel like we're going, the messages keeps coming up again and again. It's the same message. We had the Knight of Swords, and then we have the King of Cups. I wonder why it's coming up again. And maybe the universe just wants you to be reminded. Maybe the universe just wants you to to remember this very important message for you in the month of October, right? It's like really time for growth, okay? Now, what opportunity should you seize in the month of October? And you have here the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about manifesting your highest desire. And I feel like it is also asking you to manifest your highest desire that is more in tune to emotional stability and balance. Let's see. And we have some clarifiers. And we have here 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is, manifest your highest desires and where you can let go of certain responsibilities. You may be carrying too much. I feel like this has more to do with work, where you are struggling with too much responsibilities. And it could be very stressful that you are not, it's not very balanced there. Can we have one more? Yeah, Nine of Cups, right? Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. It's very similar to the Page of Pentacles kind of energy. It's about emotional richness. So if you're struggling, you're carrying too much, you may need to, I would say, for those of you who are resonating with this message, right, and you're feeling very burdened, to seek the help of a therapist, to work with someone, to work this through, because you may be stubbornly hanging on to something that doesn't really serve you and is not giving you the emotional richness that you crave for. It's not giving you the contentment that you are, that you hope to have, and so you may be burning out from, just hanging on to something that doesn't serve you. So think about this, right? Take some time to contemplate on this. All right, Taurus. Now let's look at message from Spirit for you. And we have here, moving forward, get ready for positive change. Wow. Yeah, moving forward. That's you, right? When we talk about this, time to move forward, time to change, time to move through any negativity. And then we have this one. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Remember this, Taurus, okay? You have the sun shining really brightly here. A very good reminder, right, on who has your back, right? Okay, so I wish you the best, Taurus. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you again very, very soon.